Right, welcome to OSIKANI TV on YouTube once again. Yes, so Black Stars team yesterday they got defeated by a goal to nil against the Palancas Negras of Angola at Kumasi Berbera Sports Stadium, and it was not a good result for all of us. After that, Ghana Black Princesses, the under-20 team at the FIFA Under-20 World Cup, which is going on in Colombia, Ghana also got another defeat 4-1 against Japan national team, and it was no good. Well, let's talk about these games and some few other ones that we need to do. The next matches for Ghana Black Stars and some few other ones that we'll talk about in this particular update. If you have joined us, don't forget to like the video for me. After that, if you are new, subscribe to this channel, put us on post notification so that time I drop latest update, you'll be the first person to get and also enjoy. Leave a thought and comment in the comment box, and after watching the video, share the link for others to also come here and enjoy the latest on this channel. So you guys know how I do it. No time to waste. Let's talk about the games and some other updates. Now, yesterday, as I said, Ghana Black Stars, yes, we went into our first AFCON 2025 qualifying game against the Palancas Negras of Angola at Kumasi Berbera Sports Stadium. But after 90 minutes, Melson, he scored on the 93rd minute to make sure that Angola, they will pick all 3 points from here. And the coach of the Angola national team, Pedro Gonçalves, has spoken after the game, and he said that yes, they deserve to win. Yesterday they did well, and also blamed the pitch for that kind of performance from his country. Even though he won, but he wasn't really happy with everything that actually went on. He said that a country like Ghana deserves better pitch like what we saw, or more than what we saw yesterday at Kumasi Berbera Sports Stadium. Otuado also reiterated that yes, the pitch was also a problem, but he's not going to blame everything on the pitch, and a whole lot of talks around his team, saying that at a point they needed to be more egoistic, even though at a point that kind of selfish play was in there. But he says yes, he has a lot of positives to pick from the game, and after this particular one, we will see how things will go. I asked him about how confident is he that Ghana is going to qualify to the next AFCON in Morocco. He said that yes, he's very confident that today he saw, or yesterday he saw a lot of positives, so his team can build on and get good points against Niger. Now, before we talk about the game a little, yesterday after the game, then I understand that the team, they returned to their team hotel. So today the Black Stars team held their recovery training session at the Berbera Sports Stadium, and during the recovery training session, we spotted that the players who started the game yesterday and did about 87 minutes of the game yesterday, and also played full time, did not participate in the full recovery training session, even though they had the usual warm-up session and also stretched their muscles a little bit. And they were also actually taught about some few mistakes they did in the game. As Otuado actually said in the post-match conference yesterday, that today he was going to focus on that. They did that at the Berbera Sports Stadium, yes. And let me also chip in this. We understand that today, Berbera Sports Stadium, they are going to close it down from now until next month. That the Black Stars team, they'll be playing at the Berbera Sports Stadium. Yes, if you hear any background noise, please forgive us, because where we are recording, a lot of cars are actually passing by. But what we know is Berbera Sports Stadium, yes, they are going to close it down until the next game, and they need to fix the speakers, because yesterday you could hear that the players were not even singing, or you could see that they were not even singing the national anthem, or due to them not being able to hear it from these particular speakers at the Berbera Sports Stadium. So yes, these are some of the few things. The Berbera Sports Stadium will be closed down until the next game for the Black Stars team to fix the speakers. They will also work on the pitch itself. They will also check out some few other things at the Berbera Sports Stadium which needs to be put in place before the Black Stars team will play in the next month AFCON qualifiers. Now, talking about the training session, yes, we had those who participated in the full game having part of the training session and some few other stuff. So yes, let's just check it out. After that, we'll talk more. We are yet to get the actual schedule from the Ghana Football Association, so I'm still following them to bring you more updates on this channel. But what we know is Monday, exactly 4 p.m. in Bekan, it is going to be Niger versus Ghana. The next game for us, we must make sure that we get the 3 points in order for us to stay up in the group. So after Melson scored to make sure that Angola will pick all 3 points, this is the current table in our group, that is Group F of the AFCON qualifiers. Angola, they have 3 points after one game, when they defeated Ghana, so they are leading with 3 points. Sudan is second. They also won 1-0 against Niger, so they are also placing second. Ghana with no points in third position, and Niger with no points, minus 1 goal for both countries in fourth position. So that is how things looks like on the current standing. So let's check a quick one on Ghana's starting lineup yesterday. Yes, it seems I'm the coach. You know what I actually gave out. That's my possible starting 11. That was the same possible or starting 11 that the coach Otoado also named yesterday. I think the problem was not on the starting 11, but I will speak about it. So we have Lawrence Atisgi in post for us. Right back was Tariq Lamte. Left back was Ali Seidu. Then the centre backs pair were Abdul Mumin and Mohamed Salisu. We had Thomas Partey and Elisha playing in front of the defense. Then, Mohamed Kudus, he played attacking midfield role. Right winger was Abdul Fattah Isaku. Left winger was Antoine Salam Semenyo. And Jordan Pierre Ayew also led the lines. For me, I was shocked, even though I believe Jordan will start, but per what the coach said a day before yesterday, I was thinking that Jordan will not start, but he started him, and it was also cool in the game. So I think the general performance of the team, for me, at a point, I saw it to be a lot of positives in the game, just that we considered a bad goal in the last minute, and of which I'm not going to blame it solely on Abdul Mumin. Abdul Mumin gave a solid performance for me personally. I saw him that he performed well on his first start for the Black Stars team, and I think it was cool. Just that clearance last minute was a poor clearance from him, and you can also blame it partly on the pitch. Because that clearance, I think the ball bounced a little bit before he actually got a touch, and he could not clear it well. Then the ball actually, fell into the path of Melson, where he also converted beautifully for his side to pick that last minute win here. So it's like a kind of revenge for the Angola national team. Now, let me speak generally about the team. Atizigi, I think his performance was okay for me. The goal we considered was no fault of his. It was a cross, and that clearance came in, and he can do nothing about that particular one. So I think Atizigi did well. But the only place that I was not happy with Atizigi was sometimes it is not always that you should build from the back. Yes, sometimes you will see Semenyo or Fatai Isaaku calling him to send a long ball. When you have to go for the counter, then he will start to, or start the attack from Mohamed Salisu Abdul Mumin. Sometimes he should just send a long ball, and we can actually build up well, because our build up was sometimes slow for me, especially the first half. We were building up very well, but when we reached the final third, the opponent's half, we were not able to create good opportunities for the team. And that is what actually cost us in the game. We had only 2 big chances in the game, and that was really bad. Angola had 1 big chance, and that was it for the team. So I think Atisgi, I was happy with his performance, but for those few things that I think he should work on. Not always that you have to start from the back, even if the opponent is pressing you. Now, I think Ali Seidu left back, he was okay for me. I think he was solid as a left back, even though he's not a natural left back as we know, but he came there and he was solid. Tariq Lamte also performed quite good for me. And yesterday, the coach said, yes, at a point, Tariq, then Ali Seidu were really pushing forward that high. So he actually told them to redraw a little bit so that defensively we will be solid and not leave a lot of spaces behind. I think Abdul Mumin did so well for me. As I said, I was happy with his performance, but for that clearance from him, of which actually caused the team on the day. Mohamed Salisu, I think yesterday he was also solid. He didn't really leave a lot of spaces behind, and I think I was happy with Mohamed Salisu, performance in the game yesterday. Now, talking about Thomas Partey, he did what he could. He doesn't really hold on to the ball that much. He tried to release the ball as quick as possible to make sure that the other players will also attack. So I was also okay with Thomas Partey's performance. Just at a point, I needed him to motivate the players a little bit, which I didn't see that from him. But I was okay with Thomas Partey's performance. Now, talking about Elisha Usu, I was also happy with his performance. Elisha did quite good, just that he was not releasing the ball on time at a point. Yes, those forward passes, I didn't see much from him. That is why I expected Otto Addo to make substitutions as early as possible. Maybe around 60th, 70th minutes. Bring on Ashimeru, let him actually be the ball, carrier and try to create spaces for us. But, he delayed played that match to I think about over 80 minutes before he decided to make substitutions, and that wasn't really cool with me. Yes, so I think that is where the coach, I will blame him from. Abdul Fattah Isaku as a right winger, he also did quite good. Yes, even though he didn't score no assist, but you could see the threats that he poses. You could see he actually draws back to help the right back, and I was also okay with Fattah Isaku's performance. Semenyo needs to be a little bit decisive when he reached the opponent's box. That is the bad aspect of his game. Semenyo is really in some good form. If you check what he was coming in from the club side, playing 3 matches in the EPL, scoring 2 goals and providing 1 assist, I expected Antoine Semenyo to be a little bit prolific and also to decide well if he reached the opponent's box. But sometimes it's like that. Sometimes he will get opportunity and he's going to shoot wide, and that is the few aspects of the game that I didn't really like. But per his take-ons, per his forward play, I think I can give it to Semenyo in the game yesterday. Mohamed Kudus, the man whose shirt was even torn, yes, tells you that he was dribbling a lot, and sometimes he has to make it very simple, of which I was not seeing from Mohamed Kudus in the game yesterday. But I think Kudus is Kudus, and always such players, will criticize them for maybe not releasing the ball too quick, but sometimes they will also score the same chance, or they will actually make good use of the same chance. So he just needs to be talked to sometimes, as the coach said. Sometimes the player needs to be more egoistic. They need to take things into their own hands, try to create something for themselves. So I think Kudus, he did quite good for me, and I will not actually blame him that much for this particular loss in the game. As the coach said, at least a draw will be a fair result for us yesterday, but it didn't actually happen like that. Jordan Ayew, yes, as I said, I was surprised for him starting, but he also did what he could. Just that those penetrative passes were not going in for Jordan Ayew, and I think the coach should work on that, because sometimes you must release the ball to the strikers. Sometimes our wingers and our creative midfielder, in the name of Kudus, do not really release the ball to the striker, and I think that also cost a little bit. But I was also okay with Jordan Ayew's performance in the game. So this is my general overview of the team's performance. I think there are some positives we can pick from, but we can also prevent some goals that we concede in the team. So I think that is it. Let's see how Monday will go. I'll bring you a lot of updates as the team will depart Kumasi for Accra, I think, before they go to Morocco to play against Niger, and the training sessions and everything. I'll bring it to you on this channel. So that is it also in there. Now a little bit on Ghana Japan, or Japan Ghana. Yesterday it was Japan 4, Ghana 1. A very, very poor result from our team. Yes, we had Chinari Sase, she scored first, then Manaka Machukubo scored second on the 47th minute. Now in the second half we have 83rd minutes goal from Stella Nyameche through a penalty spot. Then Miyu Machunaga scored the 4th goal for the Japanese, and that's it for us. So in our group 2, it is not easy at all. At the moment, we have Japan leading with 6 points after 2 games, plus 10 goals. Then Austria with 6 points plus 3 goals, and Ghana with no points, minus 4 goals, and New Zealand no points, minus 9 goals. So Ghana, we need to win the next game no matter what against New Zealand. If we want to qualify, we need to win that game. Then after that, we will see whether we can qualify or we will not be able to qualify. That is what we have to do. So Ghana, New Zealand will be the last game. I'll bring you all the updates and everything you need to know. But under 20 FIFA Women's World Cup is going on, and Ghana Black Princesses, so far 2 matches, no point for us, and that is also a sad one. After we got defeated in Kumasi yesterday, after 24 years, then we also went to watch the Ghana under 20 women's team, and they also disappointed us. So guys, that is it. What are your thoughts? Let me know it in the comment box. So these are some of the few ones that I have to give to you. I'll bring you more updates on players and everything from the camp of Black Stars team. Just stay with me for more updates. I'll also bring you shout outs in my subsequent updates. Don't forget to always like the video for me, subscribe, put on the bell for more updates on this channel. This was OSIKANI TV, and of course, we shall meet later.